So have you heard that there's a 4B movement in South Korea? What does that mean? Women are consciously refusing to date, have sex, marry, or have children with men. Not because it's trendy, but as a form of protest. For the participants, it's not about hating romance itself. It's a rejection of the scenario where a woman is expected to love, give birth, take care of the household, and at the same time not lose her career, youth, or looks. South Korea is a country where women face extremely harsh pressure. Appearance, work, marriage, motherhood, the role of a good wife. Well, not just in Korea. And at the same time, it has one of the lowest birth rates. In 2023, the rate was a record low of 0.72 children per woman. In 2024, it rose to 0.75, and in 2025 to 0.80, but it still remains below 1. Although I know that the Korean government is now trying to boost the birth rate with all sorts of incentives, the 4B movement did not emerge out of nowhere. It is associated with fatigue from patriarchal expectations, digital scandals, and the feeling that women in relationships often pay too high a price. Not just with money, but with their time, bodies, freedom, and future. Of course, 4B is not the majority of women in Korea. It is a radical and controversial movement. It is criticized for its rigidity, for refusing dialogue, and for turning personal pain into a complete break with men. But that is precisely why it has become a symbol. When some women no longer ask for change, they simply leave the system. I am not going to discuss whether these women are right or wrong. Just think about how much women must have been pushed to take such radical measures. They are tired of waiting. They are tired of talking because conversations lead nowhere constructive. That's why they resorted to such radical measures. Of course, there may be comments from people who will say, it's your own fault. You've been influenced by Instagram and everything else. No, we're just tired. When will men finally listen? We're not against you. Well, at least not yet, but it looks like we soon will be if you can't figure it out. In my opinion, this 4B movement is just going to take over the whole world. Just go live with each other. That's all. And we'll live peacefully, at least for ourselves, if we're not valued, not loved, not respected. If you don't respect a person who can create an entire human being from your tiny little DNA seed, then what is there even to talk about? Honestly, news like this really upsets me. I just realize how bad things must be for women if they're resorting to such radical measures. I'm in favor of people forming couples, loving each other, respecting, helping, and striving toward goals together. Well, that's awesome. It's great when you have a significant other and you can rely on each other. But now it's become so devalued that honestly, you just don't want to be in a relationship where you're going to be devalued, where your work and your contribution to the family are not appreciated. Of course, I understand these women, but at the same time, it's really upsetting that they have to resort to such measures. No illusion can replace a real person for you, no matter how much someone might pretend or say otherwise. Yes, we can all do things on our own. We all can. But it's really great when you find someone who will support you on your journey and you support them. And you'll move forward together. Yes, it's always easier to move forward together where each of you can support the other in difficult situations. But for now, men choose to blame women and women choose to take such radical measures. What do you think about this?